Assalamualaikum and hello to Sir Hafizi. My name is Nufarzana and my group members are Dania Jasmine, Asmira Akila and Muhammad Haziq. Today we will be presenting on the health and wellness tourism operation that we choose, which is Arvind Yoga.
Hi and good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Haziq bin Zul. My matrix number is 2023-376-285. And today we will be presenting about yoga as one of the popular sectors in health and wellness tourism. Before we start, I will explain briefly regarding yoga practices. Yoga derives from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to unify or yoke. Yoga was introduced to promote peace, which then developed into a cherished health and wellness practice, which later become more favorable activities due to its adaptability and numerous advantages. Yoga is a practice that consists of meditation, controlled breathing, relaxation, and a series of physical positions called asanas. These components work together to support practitioners' overall health and well-being. Also, it is not just a religious practice, but that also serve deeper functions that promote mental and spiritual development, as well as emotional stability, intellectual advancement, and spiritual peace. Essentially, yoga is evidence of its flexibility and inclusiveness, as yoga itself offers a comprehensive and easily accessible way for people from all walks of life to start their path to better health and self-awareness.
We will move on to the next point, which is the current trends of the operation. The operation of yoga at Arvind Yoga has been influenced by several trends that reflect the evolving preference and needs of practitioners. These trends have shaped how yoga is taught, practiced, and integrated into people's life. Based on our interview with one of the yoga instructors, some of these trends have been identified. The first one is yin yoga. In yin yoga, the poses are held for extended periods and people use the breath power to help discover mental clarity, reconnect with their breath, also lengthen and stretch their connective tissue. Google Trends indicates that during the last 5 years, the UK has seen a 100% spike in searches for yin yoga. Secondly, hot yoga. People like yoga practices that are both nostalgic and progressive, combining new techniques with age-old traditions. An invention of the 1980s, hot yoga promotes the practice of dynamic poses in an extremely hot setting. The yoga studio's heating system enhances the heat that practitioners naturally produce while moving through an energizing and frequently difficult practice. However, the outcomes are astounding, which are weight loss, enhanced flexibility, cardiovascular endurance, and detoxification are just a few of the advantages of hot yoga. Besides that, aerial yoga was becoming more and more popular, and this tendency may have continued. Practicing classic yoga poses while hanging in the air with a hammock or clove sling is known as aerial yoga or anti-gravity yoga. Yoga practitioners utilize hammocks, which are usually hang from the ceiling, to support and aid them in a variety of postures. Aerial yoga offers a distinctive and delightful experience that infuses traditional yoga with a playful element, which is one of the reasons it became popular and a trend. Next, current target market of the operation. Drawing from the conversation we had, Arvind Yoga divide the target market into many categories after they get a person's demand and consequently why they put in the effort to practice yoga regularly. The first one is yoga is aimed at those who wish to enhance their general well-being. Since yoga is a low-impact activity that people of all ages and fitness levels can undertake, it can be a great option for anyone trying to enhance their general health and wellness. Yoga is practiced by people to increase their flexibility, develop and tone their muscles and joints, correct their posture, release tension from their bodies, and encourage relaxation. Next, those who wish to enhance mental health and lessen the negative impacts of stress. In today's fast-paced society, stress is a big issue that can negatively affect both physical and emotional well-being. Because it encourages attention and relaxation, yoga has been demonstrated to be a useful tool for reducing stress because they force the practitioner to focus and regulate their breathing. Yoga's breathing exercises are well renowned for their ability to reduce stress. Moreover, those seeking a different kind of physical activity. Yoga is a great option for other physical activities like with lifting, gymnastics, and running. Aside from being a great addition to competitive sports, it can also aid with flexibility, balance, and coordination. For this reason, a lot of people who frequent fitness centers will also be willing to sign up for the facilities yoga session. Other than that, those attempting to reduce their weight, unexpectedly, yoga has been shown to be useful in aiding with weight loss. Despite not being a cardiovascular workout, yoga improves metabolism and muscle tone. These two effects working together can increase calorie burn and encourage weight loss.
Future developments in the yoga tourism sector, environmentally friendly procedures, and shifting consumer preferences are only a few of the variables that will affect the sector's growth and sustainability. There are several factors to take into account into the development and long-term viability of the yoga tourism. First and foremost, yoga instructors can implement a diversification of offerings regarding the classes available. A range of yoga techniques such as Hatha, Vinyasa, Kundalini, or Yin can be introduced, enabling individuals to experiment and discover what feels right for them. Other than that, the yoga workers in the tourism sector can use technology to their advantage to provide online yoga courses and sessions that are accessible to a worldwide audience, or create platforms or programs that enable online yoga classes students to communicate with teachers from a distance. Additionally, to improve the participants' immersive experience, replicate the atmosphere of a tranquil retreat site using virtual reality (VR) or augmented reality (AR) technologies. Thus, gain a greater grasp of the tenets and philosophy of yoga. Provide courses on well-being, concentration, environmentally conscious living to improve attendees' overall experiences. Courses on stress management, coping techniques, and self-care strategies should be developed in this rapidly evolving generation in line with yoga's therapeutic benefits. Finally, one of the most important factors supporting the industry durability in witness yoga tourism is the integration of culture. This could include regional artists, entertainers, and cultural authorities. In order to provide tourists the opportunity to fully immerse themselves in the local cultural manifestations, they can also incorporate traditional music, dance, and art performances into the yoga tourism experience.
Analyzing the SWOT, which is the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of yoga, is crucial for us, as it enables us to understand the practice's internal strengths and weaknesses, while also identifying external opportunities and threats in the evolving wellness landscape. This strategic examination empowers practitioners, instructors, and businesses to leverage strengths, address weaknesses, capitalize on opportunities, and proactively mitigate potential challenges, ultimately fostering a more informed and resilient yoga community. Firstly, the strength of the yoga sector can be seen where the yoga industry has grown significantly in recent years, which is indicative of a global upsurge in interest in wellness and health promoting activities. Yoga is becoming more and more popular because it is inclusive and versatile, making it suitable and popular for a wide range of people. Furthermore, another prominent advantage of the yoga industry is its low entry barrier. Unlike other fitness routines needing specialized settings or costly equipment, yoga is incredibly versatile, requiring minimal resources, whether in studios, homes, or parks, and its adaptability make it a cost-effective and convenient wellness choice, which appealing to those seeking a flexible and accessible exercise option. Lastly, yoga's lasting appeal can be attributed to its enormous strength, as practicing yoga is synonymous with receiving comprehensive health benefits. Based on the studies, yoga could enhance mental clarity, reduce stress, improve cardiovascular function, and increase flexibility. elevate your well-being with this holistic practice that nurtures both mind and body. Moving on to the weaknesses of the yoga sector. Despite having all the sort of strengths, it cannot be denied that there were some weaknesses in this yoga sector. To start, one of the industry's weaknesses is the idea that yoga is a complicated discipline activity, which could deter prospective students. Some people think of yoga as complex or spiritually focused, which can cause anxiety and discourage people who could otherwise gain from its all-encompassing benefits. Next, another weakness that we have identified is the dependence on the yoga instructor's quality itself. The quality of the yoga instructor could greatly affect practitioners' overall experience. Aired setting may experience varied levels of education due to disparities in teachers' qualities and a lack of standardized certification. Lastly, the weaknesses that we have identified is the market saturation, where a profession of yoga studios and instructors may result in fierce rivalry and possible difficulties for new entrants or smaller enterprises. Due to the overabundance of yoga-related businesses and services, it is becoming more and more difficult for individual studios to differentiate themselves in the market. Although previously I mentioned that yoga may have some weaknesses, there are still opportunities available that can help address these problems. One such opportunity is by offering specialized yoga services. The growing popularity of yoga is driving up demand for customized experiences like therapeutic yoga, prenatal yoga, and yoga for certain health concerns. Yoga studios and instructors can reach specific audience and draw devoted students by providing specialized sessions and workshops. The next opportunity that is available in the yoga sector is through organizing a corporate wellness program. These days, businesses are seeing more and more advantage of using yoga as a tool to help employees focus better, manage stress, and feel better overall. Yoga industry should take this opportunity to collaborate with the companies to help raise awareness about the yoga industry. Lastly, the rise of digital platforms and technology could be said as the opportunity for the yoga sector. This is because technology has provided the yoga industry with innovative ways to expand its reach and connect with a wider audience. Mobile apps, online platforms, and virtual classrooms have made it easier for practitioners to access resources and classes. Also, due to the advances in technology, real-time interactions with instructors and communities worldwide have become possible, allowing people to practice yoga in the comfort of their homes. And we are up to the last point of the analysis, which is threats. As you guys know, it is inevitable for the yoga industry to face threats, regardless of how well they plan their businesses. Firstly, the first threat that the sector could face is the competitiveness of the fitness trend. Fitness trends that are constantly changing, including intense training regimens, customized training plans, or quick fixes for improving fitness, might be problematic because they draw people who are looking for quick fixes or novel approaches to physical exercise. Furthermore, the economic downturn is another threat that could be a problem for the yoga sector. Why? Because an economic downturn can lead to lower consumer spending on services that are not necessities, which will affect yoga instructors and studios. People may choose necessities above discretionary expenditures during uncertain economic times. Also, spending limits may discourage people from enrolling in paid yoga courses, which then could jeopardize the viability of the yoga industry. Lastly, health and safety concerns could represent critical threats to the yoga sector. Yoga session with inadequate instruction or supervision run the risk of causing injuries, which raises questions about the practice's general safety. Unfavorable events or false information about the health hazards connected to specific yoga poses can erode public trust in the industry.
Since yoga has been increasingly popular worldwide with millions of practitioners enjoying the physical, mental, and spiritual rewards, the yoga community and operations are facing a wide range of issues as a result of this popularity growth, such as lack of standardization and regulation since yoga does not have a globally accepted licensing system like other fitness field, which causes differences in level and legality of instructors and classes. So this variation calls into question the general integrity of the practice as well as the safety and skill of the yoga instructors. Furthermore, yoga's rapid growth in fame within Western societies has given a way to a complicated problem connecting commercialization and cultural appropriation. The operation needs to face issues like arguments on how yoga is at risk of losing its original meaning and becoming another fitness fad or product as it grows in popularity. The commercialization of yoga often emphasizes physical aspect while the spiritual aspect are either neglected or left out entirely. Therefore, this issue leads people to misinterpret the holistic idea of yoga and raises ethical concerns about making money off art that has a strong cultural and spiritual roots. Accessibility and inclusivity within the yoga community also have become an issue as yoga reach out to a wider range of people. Therefore, diversity is a major concern as certain communities may feel excluded or overlooked in the broader yoga community. Body image play a vital role in determining access to yoga as the mainstream representation of yoga frequently emphasizes a particularly body ideal. This emphasis can lead to a feelings of alienation among individuals whose bodies deviate from these perceived norms, potentially fostering a sense of inadequacy and discouraging their participation in yoga classes or events. Therefore, the issues within the yoga operation requires proactive action and thoughtful approaches by creating certification and accreditation standards that are globally accepted for the issue of lack of regulation and standardization, and the community then that can guarantee that yoga instructors can receive thorough and standardized instruction by endorsing and encouraging this initiative, which will improve the general level and safety of yoga practices. Yoga organizations also should place a high priority on cultural sensitivity and education to resolve concerns about cultural appropriation and commercialization. Therefore, educating instructors and practitioners about the spiritual and historical foundations of yoga through training programs can help them develop a greater appreciation and respect. Additionally, organizations might work with cultural specialists to make sure the practice is presented in a way that respects its rich history. Through interacting with people who are knowledgeable about the customs and cultural aspects of yoga, organizations may obtain important perspective to guide their operation and lessen the possibility of unintentionally promoting cultural appropriation. Lastly, to represent a wide range of people, organizations should actively encourage diversity in their marketing materials in order to create an environment where all yoga practitioners may recognize themselves as reflected in the community. This involves exhibiting a range of races, genders, age, and body shapes. Organizations can do this to remove stereotypes and promote more inclusive yoga image, and yoga organization can create a more welcoming, inclusive, and motivated yoga practice atmosphere by implementing these approaches.
To sum up, yoga is an all-encompassing discipline that incorporates a variety of methods and advantages for the physical, mental, and spiritual health for its practitioners. It is an accommodating and diverse profession that serves people from various backgrounds. But as yoga became more popular, it has also become more accessible and has faced issues like cultural appropriation and lack of standards. Initiatives like internationally recognized certification standards instruction on cultural sensitivity, and encouraging tolerance and diversity within the field of yoga can all help to address these problems.